Would you have picked him up? Austin here with Hope to Cope, checking in today to remind you that you're a miracle and you have a purpose. So I believe that there is infinite intelligence, the universe, God, a higher power. However you want to determine it or describe it, I believe that there is a higher source of light that is the source of light that comes from within all of us. Because you are light. Your soul is light. And that's why the idea is let your light shine. Be true to you, that light source that's within you. And so yesterday I had an experience, and I've had several of these throughout my life, but I want to share this experience with you in light of a video that I did a few days ago with the importance of giving and receiving, that they're both part of the same coin. And so yesterday I'm driving home from work, and I'm driving down the main road, and I'm only a few blocks away from work, so I'm on my way, and I had just texted my wife, said, okay, I'm on my way home, and it takes about an hour for me to get home. And so I'm driving, and then I see this older guy on the side of the road walking, carrying a box, and he's kind of limping and carrying it with him. And I had the thought, it would be good for me to see if he needs a ride. But I drove for another block, and then the thought came again, remember, when you have inspired thoughts like this, it's important for you to act on them quickly so that you get more of them. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. So I turned around, I went and picked him up. Well, I said, hey, would you like a ride? And he said, well, I don't want you to go out of your way, but sure, that would be great. So he got in and we started talking. We had a great conversation, and he ended up giving me much more from our time we spent together than I did giving him a ride about 4 or 5 blocks. So we ended up talking for about 45 minutes and had a wonderful conversation. He was a psychiatrist, I'm a counselor, and he shared with all of his experiences and things that he's learned on how he can help people. He talked about different things that he's experienced and learned. And then at the end, as we were wrapping it up, he said, you know what? It's important to pay attention to inspired thoughts when they come and act on them quickly. Because if you do, then you get more of them, and it becomes stronger and easier to recognize. And I just thought that was fascinating, because that was the thought I had before I turned around and picked him up. And so then here he says it, right? And this is the thought I had. And I'm like, yeah. And he said, the only thing that really matters is if you listen to and follow the voice that comes through your heart, that inner voice, the God voice that comes through you. Because if you can trust, that voice, and you trust that voice and you act on it, that's all that matters, and that will take you exactly where you need to go and help you live the life that you were born to live. And so he said that, and I'm like, yes, I agree. And so in the end, he says, you know what? I feel like we are kindred spirits. There's those people that you meet, like right away, you either don't like them or you like them. And he said, I've really appreciated this conversation, and this has been a blessing to me. And I said, it was a blessing to me. And it was something that was so simple. I was just driving home, and I had the thought to ask if he needed a ride. And I acted on that thought, and it led to almost an hour conversation, a connection, a new relationship that was built, all just from acting on that inspired thought. And so my invitation for you today is to act on inspired thoughts as they come. What is the thought that you are being asked to do? What are you being invited to do? Is it to serve someone? Is it to say hi to someone? Is it to smile at someone? Is it to take time out for you today? Whatever it is, listen to that voice and act on it quickly, so that you too can have experiences that enlighten you, that empower you, and that help you to move forward in life. Because I believe that you are a miracle and that you have a purpose. That's why I'm here every day as a reminder to give you some hope, to help you cope with today, and to remember that you are a miracle, that you do have a purpose, and that your life matters. And so comment below, what are your experiences with this higher intelligence, this voice, these thoughts, these inspired thoughts that come? Some you might think it's your higher self. Whatever it is that you describe it, what has been your experience with it? And when is the last time that you've heard and acted on an inspired thought? Today I invite you to be present, to be open, to listen, and to have the courage to act quickly when it comes. You are a miracle. You have a purpose. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Remember, I'm here at Hope to Cope every day for you, to remind you that you're worthy, that you're a miracle, that you have a purpose. I see you and I believe in you. Thank you for being here with me today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.